Hi, friends. Thanks for joining us tonight. We're going to talk to Spirit. How fun is that? Kelly McClure will be back in a second. Hi, friends. Welcome to Super Fun Spirit Experience Readings with Kelly. We're going to talk to loved ones who passed into spirit. We've been doing a lot of other kinds of shows, so I'm sure that you guys are glad that we're doing some readings tonight. I'm excited about it. And, I'm doing readings connecting with the spirit. We have, kind of a lot of cool things coming up, so you're going to want to stay tuned to hear about all those things. Hi, Letitia. Hi, Teresa. Hi, Crystal. Sarah, welcome. Brittany. I see Tara and Erica. Little romper room going on. If you know of somebody who's lost somebody in spirit and they're, feeling sad or wanting to connect, it doesn't necessarily have to depend on how long that person has passed or how long they've been gone. We can probably connect with them. So invite your friends and share and like as well. Okay, so my name is Kelly McClure. I'm a psychic medium, and I'm just going to chat with you a moment while we just allow people to pop on. We haven't done one of these live videos in a while. If you guys are kind of interested in finding out what's been going on with me, I'm doing a television show. It is placed, it's on KP. Did I get that right, Lisa? KP Media TV. And it explains a lot about my journey of what I've been going through lately and bringing you along with it and helping people kind of rise up together. I mean, this is some tough times we're going through. Everybody is. And I really think that we can get through this together. So, and that whatever we're going through is okay. And that whatever we're going through is doable. Even when it feels like it isn't, and even when you feel like you're backsliding or having tough days. I've been working really hard on my spiritual vibration and raising my vibration. I have days where I feel like, have I gotten any ground? But overall, I'm feeling a lot better. And I'm really happy to be doing readings again. So I'm so glad your guys are here. Thanks, Erica. Hi, Jennifer and Lorena. Okay, so now I'm not going to go off. I can see that you guys are logging on, but I won't be able to see all of your comments. My manager, Lisa, is going to put up some comments that are being called forward to do some readings on. We're doing strictly spirit readings tonight, so we're connecting with people who passed into spirit. If they ask me to do a card reading or pull out the cards to answer a question, I can do that. But mostly it's all about connecting with spirit tonight. And I know many people have lost people that they love. And it is my true belief that your loved ones go on, that when we pass out of this physical body, that we still go on and we still have our consciousness and all of our thoughts and feelings and all of our love is still intact. So I know that a lot of people really, really want to know that their loved ones are still around, that they're okay, that they're in a good place, and that they can still be a part of their lives, and that they still have their human self intact, their consciousness, their love, their thoughts and feelings are still intact. And I think that what we call death is simply walking through a door to a new dimension where our evolution continues to grow. And I know that it's difficult to lose somebody in death. Believe me, I know. I've lost a lot of close people to me recently. I know how hard it is. But I still believe that they go on in a new and even higher vibration, and that we will see our loved ones again if we want to. So this is an opportunity to kind of see who comes through and see who connects. So if you've lost a loved one, you have a specific question. So I'm only doing spirit readings. I will not be able to see everyone or do everyone's reading. Lisa is already keeping track of who's asking, so you don't have to ask a bunch of times. We are selecting people randomly. So I'm leaving it to Spirit on who gets a reading tonight. My intention is to be of love and service to you and your loved ones. And if you don't get a reading tonight, at least hopefully take home the message that this is possible. It's possible to connect with loved ones, and that your loved one is around you as well. So,
do you want to tell them how you want the format? Do you want them to say,
yeah? So what I'd like you to do is be as specific as you can without giving too much information. In other words, I want to hear from my dad. His name is such and such. Or names and relationships. Once I get a key in on them, then I can get a whole lot of other information that will validate it for you. So if you want to say your relationship and the name, that's all I need. If you want to validate what you've been given, if it makes sense to you, please come back on and say, yes, my dad wore a blue shirt. Yes, he played golf. Tell us specifically what you're validating, because everybody else on here who's not getting a reading still wants to know if your reading was valid. And if you just say yes or no, there's a delay in the time thing when we speak and when we can see your message. So we won't know what you're saying yes or no to. So be specific about that. So specific about who you want to hear from and specific about your validations.
So let's start with Jenna. She has just a general question first.
Okay, Jenna.
Oh, sorry, hang on.
Okay.
Hang on. Where'd she go? Oh yeah, that was her. Sorry.
Okay. Hi, Jenna. Thank you for joining me on Monday evening. We're having an event at Finch. Thank you for this question. How long after a loved one has passed can they connect with us? I did a reading for a woman who she booked her appointment 2 months before she came to see me. And then when she came to see me, her mother came through. And I said, your mother's telling me that she passed very recently. And she goes, yeah, 4 hours ago. So there is no time frame. But it doesn't mean that I'll always be able to connect with somebody who's passed recently, because it depends. It's like case by case. Depends on their energy. Depends on how they're feeling, what they're processing, how they feel about this process. There's a zillion factors, but time doesn't seem necessarily to be one of those. I think that when we pass into spirit, we need some time to acclimate, but time is not the same here. So 5 minutes there could be two years here. It doesn't matter. Thank you for that question. That was a good one. Okay. Lisa's reading on your comments.
That have, no one's putting names.
Put your relationship, who you want to talk to, and the name, because then I can call their name out in my head. It helps me connect a little bit. Okay, Father Harold. This is for Suzanne Hobby. Okay, Harold. One moment, Suzanne. Let me see if I can connect with Harold. I hope this is him. When I do readings like this, a lot of people come through, so bear with me for a moment. There seems to be an energy next to me who's male. He seems to be older, but not old enough to pass full age. So probably middle age or upper middle age. He has a lot of female energy around him that talk fast. And they all seem like they're either from back east or they're of Italian descent, which is, I'm not sure if the name fits, but that's the energy I'm feeling. And it's kind of telling them all to be quiet so he can come through. He's got a lot of stars around him. I think stars are one of the ways that he communicates with you. Go on. I feel a lot of weird energy in my throat and chest. So actually, I feel like there's several things going on with him. One is that he did have heart issues, but also this esophagus and throat thing. Could be apnea or Barrett's esophagus or something like that, but all the way up into the throat. He keeps clearing his throat. Again, if this sounds like him, please let us know. He's leaning over. He's kind of forward in his energy. He's leaning over my desk, trying to block out everybody else is in the room and get his message through. I think he combed his this sounds weird, but this is how they identified. He combed his hair the same way, probably most of his adult life. And even though it got thin on top, he would comb it the same way, which is sort of like a Elvis-y back comb. I don't know. It's kind of got cool energy, really interesting eyes, right? He's talking about the month of 10 or 10 being significant in some way for a date, like maybe the date when he passed or when he was born, I'm not sure, but October or the 10th of a month is significant.
She said Harold was intubated.
He was intubated. Okay. That would make sense with what I'm feeling here, but he feels perfectly fine now.
Just real quick, just remind people that it say yes to what you're
Yeah.
asking.
So rather than just say yes, he,
Has
what
a
comb over, it wasn't a comb over, but you know what I mean. It was a comb back. It was like a slick back. In fact, it was an opposite of a comb over because he wasn't using it to hide bald spots. It was like he still did his hair in the same way. So be specific about what you're validating so that I know, because, okay, so I'm going to assume this is him because of the way that he responded to your validation, not necessarily that I've caught up with it yet, but he got really excited when we started talking about that. One of the things that he's excited about is that he says he's lost some weight around the middle. And he looks really, really good. This is a man who I feel who has a heart of gold towards others, but still kind of jokingly is a little bit self-absorbed, but jokingly. I mean, I think he would do anything for his family. He has, like I said, really striking eyes. So when he talks to you and he looks at you, you're just captivated by his eye contact. And he says that, okay, in 3 days or 3 weeks, days or weeks, pretty sure days, you're going to get kind of a big blessing or answer to a question or not a question, something that you've been working toward in 3 days in the mail. Could be email, but he's saying mail. He showed me 3 days. I wonder if he had a problem with the tip of a finger, like if he had an old injury that would have cut off the tip of a finger, because when he said 3 days, the fingers looked a little bit different. He also says that he's with probably his mom and some other female energy up there bossing him around, but he feels good. He wants you to know that you've got white light all around you. There's no way you or your close family members will get sick or they're protecting you from a really hard time in what's going on now. Okay. Be really interested if you know what the tip of the finger thing is. All right. So if that makes sense to you, let us know and let us know specifically what makes sense. Again, if you want a reading, give me the name and the relationship of who you want to hear from. I've got a lot of people here.
There's a lot. Right.
Yeah. Okay. So, hope I'm not chopping up your name, but I think it's Pulse. Lost a baby. Hold on one moment. So when I kind of ask about that energy, I'm actually connecting with an older woman. She looks like she had long hair pulled back at the nape of the neck, kind of like pulled back either in a ponytail or a braid down the back of her back, holding this baby. Your baby, okay. Hold on one second. Let me just gather a little information, then I'll spew it out. The woman that's holding her looks like she's from either a different country or speaks a different language or talks really fast. She's kind of small. She's older. Still had long hair. She, even though when she got old, it went gray or whatever, she still holds it long. She's holding this little baby girl in a pink blanket, but she says that she made it a lot further than anybody imagined. And that there was nothing that, a lot of weird stuff is popping in my head, so bear with me for a moment. I'm getting 5 stars. Not really sure what that means. It could mean 5 different children or being in the 5th of a row of children. And that this child wasn't expected to make it and made it further than thought possible. Nothing that you did or could have done differently could have made a difference. Sometimes children come in, they give it a run and go, and they try to come in, and then they can't quite make it or be here because of the vibration of the planet, but also because the things that transpired during that period of time were meant for her to have an influence on, and then her job was done, and then she went back. But this woman's still holding her like she may come back. She's still small. There's something about a birth date that's significant to another, like, and I feel like it's July or a J name or birth date. And that from spirit, your little girl and this woman are both honoring and okay. I have to tell you that I feel like they're both saying, as hard as this was and as traumatizing and sad as you feel, you're being supported in being present for other people in your life right now. So don't let your grief take you away from others, whether it's other children or family members who need you. Separate those two. Go and grieve, and then be present for your family. It's really important that you know that you've done nothing wrong or that you haven't caused. Your family is struggling in ways that are not your responsibility. You haven't caused this. And same with that little girl. I want to put a white light down you, which tells me that they're showing me something physically within your body. So as I shine a white light down your body, I'm seeing something midsection, which to me talks about stomach, could be ulcers, could be anything midsection, liver, gallbladder, something like that. Stress related, a lot of it. And probably just not paying attention to that area, just, trying to get through the grief and stress of what you've been feeling emotionally. You might have neglected some things in your body. So they're bringing that up. I don't feel like it's life-threatening, but certainly something that you might want to take a look at. Oh, and there is something about a princess, like a little pink in bloom with a little crown on top. It looks really princessy, and I feel like it's either hung on the wall or above her crib or something like that, that was saved and put somewhere else and kind of made a little bit of a shrine, which feels very honoring. So if you know about this little pink shrine or crown or something, or tiara that was put somewhere, if any of this makes sense to you, let us know. But instead of, again, just
So far, she has said, yes, this is going to affect my future because I'm grieving.
mhm.
And then she said, yes, made a big effect on my life. I blame myself.
Okay, so
And, ectopic surgery is what I had.
I'm not
that
sure.
would be this. That's
Okay.
where they wrote on the outside. She says, love and light. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. So just know that it was not your fault and you did nothing wrong, and you need to let go of the guilt, because this little spirit is still around your family and can come in later on. So thank you. Thank you for letting me connect with your loved one. Yeah. Okay. Katie wants to hear Katy Perry.
Yeah.
Like
I'm sure she gets that a lot.
wants to hear from your loved one, Tiffany. So interesting. I connected with a Tiffany the other day. All right, Katie, hold on one moment. I briefly saw your picture there, Katie, with you with the male figure outdoorsy. But even as soon as I said the name Tiffany, I felt outdoorsy. Long hair. Oh, I hope this is her. Hold on one moment. Kind of thin, long hair. Can't feel anything in my body, not feeling trauma. Hold on one moment. Please let me know if you know if she had, well, obviously you would know. Did she have long hair and light color eyes and was kind of outdoorsy, like enjoyed the sun or the outdoors? And I feel like the passing was unexpected or quick. I also feel like it might have involved somebody else being there or somebody else witnessing and distraught. Come on, Tiffany. Also, the number 12 or December comes up around her. And then so I feel this very vivacious energy sort of coming in, talking really quickly, and then receding back. She looks pretty young.
She says she wore short hair, loves outside.
Loves outside, but had short hair. Was her hair light colored? Short hair. All right, I'm gonna have to get more because I didn't see short hair. I saw kind of long hair. So hold on one moment. Do you know anything about the number 12 and was her death sudden? She's still doing the snapping thing. Oh, no. Her hair, she took it off. So either she wore something or she donated her hair.
She had red hair.
I got to be honest with you. I didn't see red hair. I saw long blonde hair and outdoorsy. So hold on a moment. Let me try again and see if this is somebody who, does anybody know a thin girl who was very outdoorsy, kind of beachy, with long blonde hair, who donated her hair or took her hair and came off and died quickly?
Oh, she had cancer.
So her hair fell out. All right. And does December the 12th of the month make sense for her? I know, I see you. She's like trying to get my attention really a lot, so I can't ignore her. She may be a friend of a friend or trying to bring Tiffany through, but this girl, I don't think it's Tiffany.
Oh, yes, it fell out.
Her hair fell out. Okay. So she's trying to bring Tiffany through. This blonde woman is trying to bring Tiffany through. Now, I got to ask you, would Tiffany think this was weird? Would she think it was weird to connect with a medium or, and did she have trouble in her chest and breathing associated with this cancer treatment? She didn't want to go because it made her difficult for her to breathe, even though that might not have been where the cancer was. The girl that I'm seeing who's talking about Tiffany is blonde, and she's very thin, and she's very outgoing, and she's showing me all these things that I think is indicating that she's communicating with Tiffany and trying to bring her through. Now, it may be somebody that she knew or a relative that went on before her, but and I feel like she had a lot of earrings in one ear more than the other, and I have trouble breathing. Did she say anything? Like the treatment.
She loved the spirit stuff. She said December, I'm not sure.
Okay, or 12th of a month. And did she have more earrings in her left ear than her right? Ooh, I'm having trouble breathing. I really have to know if Tiffany had, like, if her treatment caused her problems breathing or something like that. Hold on, guys. Just gathering information. Um, there's a Brielle, it's asking about her Aunt Molly. It's not one that was brought to my attention, but I also feel, as we're asking more about this, that I should address this. Who feels really proud of you for making decisions. When we have to make a decision between emotion and love and people that we want to be with and our own path of school and career, it's really hard to balance sometimes. And she's being very proud of the decisions that you've made. And also feel like she's putting a comb in through her hair that got really thin too.
Who's this for?
This is for Brielle.
Oh.
And that there may be people who there might be people who doubted your decisions, but they're right for you, and she's very proud of that. Loves you very much. And sorry that, I think you guys were close and that she felt like you were more like her daughter, and sorry that she left you. Red butterflies or red dragonflies are really significant here, or something that has to do with the color red. So I'm going to go back to
Katie.
yeah, Katie and
said
Tiffany.
that she had trouble breathing at the end.
Okay. But I think that Katie, that there were so kind of in line with what we were just saying about decisions being made. I think that Tiffany had some choices and decisions that were made for her. They were all okay, but it caused questions about whether or not it was a good decision. She feels really good. Again, it's really interesting because I feel like she's right there, but I feel like this other gal is talking to her for me. So I don't know who she is. I don't know if it's another friend or a relative of hers that passed before her, but she's bringing all her information through. And I don't actually see Tiffany. I see this other gal talking to her. And I see her indicating certain things. Like, I also feel like I want to crack my neck really bad, but
So would you say we just do that?
I can't believe you just did that.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh my god, that was so weird. But not, because all of a sudden I feel like I want to crack. As soon as I said it, I feel like I want to crack my neck. I see Lisa, my manager, sit up and go like this, like as I'm saying it.
That was so weird.
So you're feeling it too. So if I get anything more from her, I'll move it on. But the one thing I do want to say is that I think they're both okay, the blonde lady and Tiffany. And I just, right. Well, Katie, the message that I just gave Brielle about making decisions that are more for you than for what other people wanted for you is also really important. And your friend there in spirit is completely supporting that decision. So if you're faced with something going on right now about what you should do or about what you want to do, you know what, people, this comes up over and over and over and over again in readings. People get readings. A lot of times they'll book a 30-minute reading because they want an answer to one question. And the question is always, what should I do? What's best for me? And the answer is always, what do you want? And always, always, always from spirit. Sometimes I'll look for any milestones, or stumbling blocks or red flags. But generally, spirit wants you to do what you want to do and they'll support you. Where we go wrong is that we sacrifice for others and what they want for us or what they need us to do for them. And it goes against what we need to do for ourselves. So I think there's a message both for you and Brielle about that. Okay. Okay. Make sure to follow my Facebook page and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Kelly McClure. My YouTube channel is all about mastering the charmed life, regardless of what you're going through. You can still have a charmed life. Check out our website to see services and book appointments at kellymcclurepsychicmedium.com.
Okay, great.
Okay, Lamessa. There are a few family members on this live, hoping to all hear from your dad, Michael. Okay. All right, Michael, come on through. Hold on one sec. So it's her dad, but okay. So first I'm hearing a lot of coughing, big male energy, not old enough to pass old age, more going on like 50s, 60s. Come on, Michael. Tell me more. Kind of feeling back over here. He's making fun of me a little bit. I think that all of this might be a little weird for him, or making fun of. Go on. I honestly don't think he thought he would die. I feel like he thought this is nothing. No big deal. Live forever. There's a little bit of sadness around that. I'm going to ask him more. He has some hair, dark hair around the sides, thinning maybe on top, but he doesn't look. This is really interesting because there's actually two spirits I'm connecting with as I'm saying the name Michael. One of them has light colored hair, like possibly gray and thin. And he's got a short sleeve shirt on, looks kind of Hawaiian print or like Tommy Hilfiger or something kind of cool and relaxed and casual, and like long board shorts on. And he looks like he could be in his 50s and tan and outdoorsy, way different than the energy I thought I was connecting with when you first asked for Michael. Maybe, well, no, not even, because the dude that I saw that was kind of with the board shorts looked like he was in his early 50s. This other guy looks like he's in his later 50s, early 60s, or maybe mid 60s, and he has thinning hair, rounder face, darker complexion or darker hair. A little bit bigger in body, a little bit thicker. Didn't think he was going to die. Probably didn't take great care of himself. Good sense of humor. He's laughing a lot. And the other male figure is a little bit more serious. Just, I don't know, there's more like outdoorsy golfing or on a lake.
The only thing she said was he would be that age now, whatever you said at the beginning. He was about 37 when he passed.
Yeah, that's quite younger than what I'm saying.
And then another girl just jumped on and she said, Deanne says, my husband Jeff died at 58. He didn't take his illness serious.
And was he kind of thicker?
And she says dark grayish hair, mustache.
Yeah, that's this guy. But he would have been a little bit thicker in girth, like not thin and fit, but a little bit, maybe not quite stocky, but a little bit thicker. If that's him and didn't take his illness seriously.
Say this is Deanne.
Deanne. All right. All right, Deanne. Let me see if that's him. And that was her. Who to her? relationship.
Yeah. This was her husband. But now Tammy got on, says, sounds like mine. So everyone gets on and says.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm just going to lean into him and spew out everything that I think he's saying. And this guy's not going away either, but the original man, here's what I feel. I think it was heart or chest related. I think he did not pay attention to the signs, but he looks older than 37. So I'm asking him to show me when he passed. So unfortunately, I don't think it's Michael. Although his name might have been Mike or Michael, but it's not the one we were looking at if he passed at 37. This guy has, go on, something with the number 6 or June, travel a lot, smart, very kind of savvy with business or business relations and this charming kind of guy that would make deals happen just by getting to know people. I think he has a daughter that he's reaching out to, though, who's thinking about moving or whether she should move. Again, June or 6th of the month having to do with him, his passing, or his daughter, who's here, who's alive, and probably one of you guys. So I think again, the coughing does come in around him, but I don't think that's what killed him. I think it's more of a heart issue or something he didn't look after. But he looks like he could be in his 50s, maybe early 60s. Shoot. Okay. He also says that his daughter who's here, who he probably wants to talk to and wants to talk to him, and her mother is still alive. I'm sure of it. Because giving all credit and kudos to mom, saying she stuck it out. She did great. She, was the best woman who did everything she could for her kids. I feel like there's 2 or 3 kids aside from the daughter that I'm talking about. So if you guys know who this man is, if it fits, just let Lisa know and let her know specifically what fits, because that's how we can reach them, how we can connect them. Now the guy over here, he's a little bit slimmer, lighter in color, tan though, outdoorsy, board shorts, this kind of bright print shirt on. He does look kind of young. I mean, I suppose he looks like he could have passed in his late 30s, but he's not like thick and round. He's like thin and tan and like crow's feet from the sun. And those are the only 2 that I see when I say that name, Michael. Such a hard time with the coughing.
Okay, Dan just said, my husband was coughing and had internal bleeding from esophageal issues.
Did he look like either one of these guys? Can you tell me if the description matched for either one of these 2 people?
There are so many people getting on saying
shit. Okay, let me ask for more. June, 6th of the month. Everything has to match, or if it doesn't all match, it's not them. Like everything has to match. This guy has like no socks and like boat shoes on, or board shoes, or like preppy shoes. Sliders. Damn. Okay.
Yeah, I just got it.
I know. All right. Well, they're not going away. We're not going to get stuck on them.
Okay, hang on.
Hold on.
Did you say something about the 6th or 10th?
Yeah, 6th of a month or June. Anton.
Okay, Kristen Condry, my grandpa had heart surgery, died from complications with fluid in his lungs and pneumonia, and coughed a lot with trouble breathing. He was 75, but he looked like he was in his 60s. He died on the 6th of October. He also had a gray hair and mustache.
That's this guy. That's Kristen. I think that's this guy. You know, what's interesting about that is that his name wasn't Michael though, right? His name wasn't Michael though, right, Kristen? Is he trying to bring someone through? Do you know who this other guy is?
There's so many people that match this guy.
Dang it. Go on. And are they a daughter of his? If you're a daughter of the person that I'm talking about, he is claiming that he's wanting to talk to his daughter.
This is Kristen. It's her grandfather.
I know. And I know who she is.
Yeah.
And I've talked to her grandfather before.
Right.
But the guy, I don't think it's him. And the only reason I don't is because this guy's a little bit bigger, a little bit rounder. I've seen her grandfather before.
Kristen says, no, it was Stanley, but my husband's name was Michael.
Fuck.
I wish you could see the feed of everyone.
I know.
This guy. They might just need to move on.
All right. So they're not going away. If I get more, I'll bring it through. Let's move on. All you guys that think that you might be connecting with one of your loved ones, just ask them to.
Okay, hang on.
Okay.
So one of Lanessa, who we started this whole thing
Yeah.
with, one of her relatives, Lanessa and Sandy, are here in this live. This is Desi, who is with Lanessa. Are here. It's like myself and Lanessa are daughters of Michael.
Michael. Does that sound like him? Tell us if everything I said about Michael sounds like your Michael. Because he's insistent that he wants to talk to his daughter. So the reason, Kristen, I don't think it's your grandfather is because I felt his energy before, and this is a little bit different. A lot of the specifics might be the same, but I don't think it's him.
Desi said yes.
Okay. I think that's who it's for. All right. Let's assume that's who it's for, and let's see if we can get a little bit more energy, a little bit more specifics. And that's for Desi.
Well, it's for Lanessa and
But-
Desi and Sandy.
okay.
We're all together.
Okay. He just I think it's for you guys. He just got really excited. There's also the other guy over here who we might get to. So if you know the thinner, paler, more, beachy dude over here, that might be for you. But this guy, I think is for you guys. It just feels right. He got emotional when I said that. I don't think he's a man to cry a lot, but I feel like there's tears right behind my eyes. He says he's been wanting to talk to his daughter. He says that there was a lot unsaid because he did poo-poo this, and you tried to talk to him. He's acknowledging that you did try to talk to him, and that he should have listened, and he should have sat down with you, and he should have let you carry this conversation, but that would have been too real for him, and so he backed off too, and then he passed. So there was something unsaid.
Lanessa said to this, the character does not, I guess, match, but he was born in October. He was shot in June and had a nice mustache.
I just want to know if you tried to talk to him before he died about something serious stuff, like emotional stuff, and he poo-pooed it. And he was shot in June. He said the 6th. And he's kind of feeling bad about that because he should have listened and he should have sat down and talked with you. But I don't think that he would have thought that he would pass. And there's a little bit of guilt about feeling like you were left with a burden of, gee, I didn't get to say or hear what I wanted to hear. That's more what it is. Hear what you needed to hear. Which he's saying he's very proud of you and So can you ask her about the coughing? Like, how does that play into it? Because I still feel like I'm coughing.
Okay, no, we have not got to visit him in the few months prior to him passing, but maybe his sister, who is also watching, she was very close to him.
Did she try to talk to him?
They're not, with the delay,
It's really hard with the delay, guys, so bear with me, because I feel like he's saying that he's acknowledging that she tried to talk to him, or you tried to, I don't know, have a moment with him, and he completely did not allow that to happen, poo-poo that. He's sorry about that. Okay.
Oh, Lanessa says he had pneumonia when he died due to issues with his lungs collapsing from being shot. So that's the
the lung thing and the coughing thing.
And he dies from a lung blood infection.
All right. So I just have to say that's who I believe it is. And his big regret is that once you pass and you realize you don't have the chance anymore to say things that are sentimental and important and crucial, but you feel it, you pass with this great void of wishing that you'd had that moment to sit down and listen and really say the truth of how you feel. And I feel like that's what he wants to say to you. I hear you now. I heard you then. I didn't respond. I didn't acknowledge it as something as deeply important as it was. But he does. He just put his hand on my shoulder and thanked me. It's really hard in this setting to get like if you want to do like a 30-minute, and not to be a commercial right now, but yeah, let's give it a go. So, what'd you say? This guy on my left, he is still here. I'm not getting a lot more from him, so pop through who you want to.
Okay, ready?
Mm-hmm. So Barbie says, my mother, Avis, passed away suddenly when COVID had just locked us all up.
Oh. Sorry, hang on.
We're working with a new system, y'all.
Okay, sorry.
Mm-hmm. I feel her presence, but is there a message? So her name is Avis. I don't feel like she... Well, yeah, no, I don't think it had to do with COVID, but let me ask you this. Did she have shoulder-length hair, either light in color, and struggle with something that she didn't let get her down for a long time, and then finally kind of did? So I don't think it was super sudden, but the idea that it would be timely, and I'm feeling chest or breasts. So let me know if that fits for her. Beautiful face though, like great structure, super positive energy and kind of peaceful. I think she could get riled up when it, something caused or called for it, but basically she seems to feel really calm. So she also doesn't seem to be really disturbed by her passing. Like, I'm sure she's sad to leave her loved ones, but she feels peaceful about where she's at. And I don't think it had to do with COVID. I know COVID hit maybe right after that, but sometimes people, so she's a really light vibration spirit, which is what I'm kind of picking up. Also, she's showing me kind of 3-layer necklace. Not really sure what that means. or it has to do with 3 children or 3 gemstones. But a lot of people who passed just before COVID on a spiritual level, they're helping us cope and go through all of this. She feels really calm. Also, is there a child getting ready to come into the family, like a grandchild, either of hers or yours? I don't feel like it's directly under you, maybe a niece or nephew. And who they thought wouldn't be able to have kids.
She says she has 2 sisters and that she's glad to hear that she is peaceful.
Yeah. Can you tell me if your sisters have children or somebody who didn't think they'd have kids, but we're hoping to? Because there's a child coming in who I think is a little unexpected that she's holding. It's a little girl, and she's holding her and taking care of her.
Your screen.
I know. Sorry, screen. And she seems to be protecting her.
Oh, yes, I have a new grandson in January.
Oh, okay. All right. So that's a boy.
Or she had one in January.
The idea would be that he would not have been expected, or that they might have thought they were pregnant and then not, and then or something unexpected, like a little miracle. That's the idea, that she's like bringing through like a little miracle baby. So let me know if that makes sense to you. My living room is blowing away. Gigi says, I am your 111th viewer. I haven't told my family the good news. Can you tell me what gender? Gigi! Okay, hold on.
Barbie says, was not planned at all.
Okay.
Oh, we might think it's a girl, but they told us a boy.
Interesting. Well, I'm feeling feminine energy or pink blanket. So if he's a boy, he'll probably be very sensitive and lovely. So that's a good thing. So Gigi, actually that I'm seeing as a boy, as a blue thing, blue blanket. We love the babies coming through. I want you guys to know that in spirit, there's a lot of babies coming in. It's almost like we're going to have another baby boom. Yeah, I know, it's blowing everything. And it would make sense that, most baby booms happen when we're all isolated and locked at home. Most births happen in fall, when 9 months earlier, everybody was cold in winter and at home. But we are having a lot of children come in a light and very high vibration. And they are the evolution of the human spirit here to change the consciousness of the planet. I work with these kids. I'm finding a lot more psychic and gifted people wanting to work with these kids. They will be needing to be raised a little differently, but there's something going down on our planet right now that's shifting the energy. So all the kids that are coming in, all the pregnancies that are happening right now, they're really light vibration energy, and they may have a little trouble coming in, but they'll come in good and strong and they'll change the planet. So, okay, let's see if we can connect with one more.
Okay. Oh, hang on. Tell them to stay tuned because you have a thing.
So right at the end of our little broadcast tonight, I'm going to give you a code, and you'll be able to book readings from that code with a discount. So don't leave us. And also, if you haven't gotten it, are we sold out for Finch or no? Oh, shoot. Okay. Well, once a month or so, we're doing a actual in-person event seminar at Finch in Wildemar, and we're only doing it once a month. We have to limit the number of people. We are trying to abide by guidelines with masks and distancing, but we're able to do it. So check out our next one for October. This coming Monday is my birthday. I'm 55 on Monday. I know, hard to believe, right? So stay tuned for your code. Okay, Leslie. Keaton Dallas Power. Keaton. What a great name, Leslie. Keaton. Are there sports involved? I'm feeling really sporty. I'm also feeling really surprised about the passing. But I'm not feeling the sudden or unexpected. So the surprise might be if he got himself. Ooh, also I'm feeling you know how if you get the wind knocked out of you or you get kicked in the stomach or abdomen and the wind gets knocked out of you? A little bit like that, but there's a tall, thin energy that I'm seeing associated with when I say the name Keaton. A lot of food, loves food. I don't feel like it's that long ago, between 2 and 10 years, or 10 months. Or if there's another number around 2 and 10. I also feel you've got a pair of shoes like tennies or something, or sports shoes that he was last wearing or something like that have been around. He's sitting sort of right here, good student, but more into this outdoors, like he's looking outside, like can't wait to the. But I also kind of feel like he might have been super smart and wanting to do something academic. I'm having a little trouble breathing right now. Let me know if this fits for Keaton, because the young man that's sitting next to me who's looking out the window feels a little bit lost. A little bit like he had this kind of big, smart, expansive mind, and that as much as he loved his family and people, he's not feeling completely connected or understood by everybody. But his energy seems strong. Again, having trouble breathing. She
hasn't jumped on. Oh, she said super smart.
And was the kind of tall and thin and outdoorsy, but really loved to use his brain and kind of think that maybe someday he would.
She said yes, but I don't know. Yes to what?
Okay. And that he was conflicted about what he wanted to do, because I felt like he feels like he has a purpose, like he's here to. I felt like he thought he was here.
She said sensitive.
Yeah, that would be him. So do you understand what I say when I say his passing was a surprise, but I also don't feel like it was unexpected or sudden. It was a surprise. In other words, he was in the wrong place at the wrong time. He put himself in the wrong place at the wrong time. 19, that makes sense. That's him. I know that's him. And he's acknowledging that he put himself in the wrong place at the wrong time, or that he is feeling a little bit guilty. I think he thought he had a purpose here. He'd be here a long time. He's smart. He had an expanded mind. He wanted to do great things for himself and for others. I kind of feel like I can see his legs running like lanky or fast or something like that. Accidental overdose. He didn't mean it. He didn't mean it. It wasn't something that he was planning or even thought would even be a issue. I think he feels really bad for the amount of sorrow and tragedy he put on you because it wasn't meant. It was just a thing. It was just like a thing. Like he just thought he was just whatever, partying with friends or something stupid and light. He just never thought it would be that. And he says that he's still really fast, really smart.
Tall, thin, long hair, beautiful.
Yeah. He's working with other kids that pass that way because when you pass that way, your self-esteem diminishes to the point where you think you're worthless because you realize your stupid mistake caused so much pain for others. And it brings you to a level of like despair that is hard to imagine. But he knows he's smart. He knows he had a purpose. He can still do that in heaven. And he's helping other kids, other young people who pass that way. He says that there would have been nothing else you could have done to please not blame yourselves or anybody in the family. This was totally on him, and it was a stupid surprise. I mean, it was really surprising. Whatever he was told about this, of, oh, dude, this can't hurt you, and you're just going to trip good, and whatever, he believed it. He was completely surprised that this would have killed him. I think he hears you sing and talk to him in your dreams, and he appreciates that. A song you sang when you were little, like a baby. Whew. It means a lot to him. So continue to do that, to connect with him, and he'll be around you. But he's helping others, and he's okay. And there was nothing that you could have done different. Okay. All right, you guys, we have to try to lift the spirit again and talk about something. Look at my cool new shirts. We are doing a merch line. You know how I like at our events, we play a little game called Spirit. And you can find them on our website and a link to Spirit, Celebrate Your Higher Self, because I really want you to know who you are and celebrate your badass higher self. But you can find them on, do we have a link on our website?
On the website.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a whole page.
There's a whole page about all the merch you can buy. Lots of cool stuff. I love you guys so much.
You want to do Gigi really quick?
Okay, let's go.
Because you kind of mentioned her.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Gigi, I'm seeing a blue blanket. So I think it's a boy. And I'm really happy for you. And it's a big boy. So I think you're going to have he's going to be like a 9-pounder plus something. But it's wrapped in a blue blanket. Super, super. If you are a little bit beyond your due date, because he's got a little bit more hair, he's a little bit bigger, and he's in a blue blanket and super cool, funny, smart dude coming to you. So blue blanket.
Okay, you want to give a code?
Yeah. What's our code?
Okay.
So you guys, if you want to book an event or if you want to book a private reading, it will, if you get the discount, it'll give you the opportunity. And usually it's a couple of days. So do it right away. Book your readings or private sessions. And our code is
It's on the screen.
Right on the screen there. FB for Facebook Live. So FBLIVE. And today's date, 9/17.
And expires on the 20th.
So you've got a few days, expires on the 20th. And if you book now, you get the discount for being on our Facebook Live video tonight. And we are having an event on my birthday. Apparently it's all sold out, sadly, but we'll have lots more going on. My birthday is on, did you see what Denise Mooney wrote? She goes,
Yeah.
55. Surely you mean 35.
35.
I'm really excited to have to live long enough to have a 55th birthday. So on Monday, I'll be 55 years old, and we've got a lot of cool things planned up. Now, I will try to go over your questions and at least pray over your requests. So if you didn't get a reading tonight, just know that I try really hard to honor you and pray for you. And you can always go to my Facebook. I don't always respond, but I do try to read everything that's posted while I'm laying in bed and my sleepless nights. They're getting a little bit better. If you're suffering from insomnia, I would love to hear from you because I'm going through that a lot right now. I'm lucky if I get 2-3 hours sleep a night, but I tell you, it makes a difference. 2-3 hours sleep a night makes a difference between being sane and insane. And there was a couple of weeks there I didn't get not even an hour sleep a night. And I was absolutely out of my mind. And so we'll talk late at night. I love you guys. Take care. Have a wonderful evening. Know that your loved ones are in spirit around you and they love you and they're doing fine. And we'll talk soon. Take care. Good night.